Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 8th October 2024. In this video, I'm going to generate different supply demand zone reports useful to the premium subscribers. Even before that, all of you please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. So at our channel homepage, you click on the tab posts. Some of you might be seeing the tab community. So click the tab, then you get access to this post. This post is having a YouTube playlist link that will take you to all the training lessons. Just click on the link. Now we are into the playlist supply demand zone price action course. Here you have all the training lessons are available. You just need to scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are placed in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this video description. So from the video description Telegram link, please join at our Telegram channel. It will be helpful to you each time when we release a new YouTube video or any other very important updates we will be providing at our Telegram channel. Now let's get into the report generation. So first report, let us find the stocks near demand and supply zones for different time frames. We will also identify daily and 75 minutes high liquidity zones. Let's start with the half yearly time frame. Let us find the stocks near half yearly demand zone. One stock is filtered near to the half yearly demand zone. I am giving you only few seconds time to watch the report. So you need to pause the video. You can study all the columns, values, parameters, and even using leg in and leg out timestamps, you can draw the zones on your charts. And once you complete your analysis, you can further proceed in this video. In case if you does not know how to study this report, I request you complete our training lesson 21.1, that is part 1 of lesson 21. There I have explained each and every column, their values, abbreviations, everything in detail I explained. Even I also explained how we can draw the zones by taking in trading view, by taking this leg in and leg out timestamps and base candle count. Okay, now let us move on to the next report. For half yearly time frame, let us find the stocks near half yearly supply zone. One stock is filtered. Next time frame is quarterly. Let us find the stocks near quarterly demand zone. Two stocks are filtered. Next, for quarterly time frame, let us find the stocks near quarterly supply zone. Three stocks are filtered. Next time frame is monthly. Let us find the stocks near monthly demand zone. Next, for monthly time frame, let us find the stocks near monthly supply zone. Three stocks are filtered. Next time frame is weekly. Let us find the stocks near weekly demand zone. Four stocks are filtered. Next report for weekly time frame. Let us find the stocks near weekly supply zone. 8 stocks are filtered near to the weekly supply zone. Next time frame is daily. Entry time frame daily. Let us find the stocks near daily demand zone. 2 stocks are filtered and let us find high liquidity. We have one high liquidity daily demand zone from this list. Jubilant Foods, it is a fresh zone. You need to fine tune this zone till 5 minutes time frame. If you can find a fine tuned 5 minute zone, you can plan a trade. Otherwise, there are higher chances the zone might be violated. Okay, next for daily time frame, let us find the stocks near daily supply zone. 15 stocks are filtered. Let us identify high liquidity daily supply zones from this list. Nifty IT, it is an indices. And we have a idea. Idea is having high liquidity supply zone, daily supply zone. We have now JK Cement is also having high liquidity supply zone. Next, Lupin is having high liquidity supply zone. Next, NTPC is having high liquidity supply zone. ONGC is pierced, you can't consider. Next, Tata Power is having high liquidity supply zone. And Voltas is also having high liquidity supply zone. We have good number of high liquidity supply zones. 1, 2, not valid, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is indices. So we have 6 high liquidities daily supply zones from this list. Okay, next time frame is 125 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 125 minutes demand zone. 7 stocks are filtered. Next 125 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 125 minutes supply zone. 15 stocks are filtered. Okay, next time frame is 75 minutes. Entry time frame 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes demand zone. 5 stocks are filtered. Let us identify high liquidity zones, if any. No, we don't have any valid high liquidity 75 minutes demand zone from this list. Okay, next for 75 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 75 minutes supply zone. We have total 16 stocks are filtered. Let us look for high liquidity supply zones. Alchem is having a high liquidity 75 minute supply zone, and it is also having a demand zone. Next, IEX is having high liquidity 75 minute supply zone. Next, Jindal Steel is having high liquidity 75 minute supply zone. That's it. So we have 3 high liquidity 75 minute supply zones from this list. Okay, the next time frame is 25 minutes. So let us find the stocks near 25 minutes demand zone. Next, for 25 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 25 minutes supply zone. Scrolling the list down. Next time frame is 15 minutes. So let us find the stocks near 15 minutes demand zone. 4 stocks are filtered. Next, for 15 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 15 minutes supply zone. 8 stocks are filtered. Next time frame is 5 minutes. So let us find the stocks near 5 minutes demand zone. 2 stocks are filtered. Next, for 5 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 5 minutes supply zone. 11 stocks are filtered. And one of our members requested for a special feature. Would like to know zones tested today, but they should be first time tested zones. So let us find that. He wants only daily time frame, because every time frame generation is not possible. Okay, he asked for daily time frame. Let me try that. So daily time frame is looking for because entry zone should be demand zone, and he wants the tested zones. He don't want all the tested zones. He wants only zones tested first time, but they should not be pierced. So that's why you need to set multiple parameters. Zones tested first time and daily time frame, and the test count should be 1. If they are, because zones are tested, but test count 1 means probably they might have tested today. So there should not be any earlier rejections. If there are any earlier rejections, that is not valid. Already they might have been tested. And the pierced count should be 0. Okay, now let us filter the stocks. 2 stocks are filtered. One is indices, NIFTY oil and gas sector. The index is tested today. And SBI Life is also, this demand zone is tested today. Not only tested today, the prices are closed inside the zone. They tested and prices are closed inside the zone. See, inside the demand zone. So 2 stocks are filtered for this requirement. Exactly the same way, let us look for supply zones. So entry time frame daily, but entry zone should be supply zone and signal type should be tested the supply zones today. And remaining parameters are same. First time the daily time frame they should be tested, and rejection count should be 0, and the zone should not be pierced, so pierced count should be 0. Now let's filter. No stocks. Maybe already tested supply zones might have tested. Maybe second time may be tested today, but no fresh testing, first time testing today. Hope this is his requirement. Hope this is your requirement. I think Mr. Guru has asked this. If this is not your requirement, please put them in the comment section. In today's HLQ analysis video, you can mention. Okay, now let's move on to the next set of the reports, NIFTY and BANKNIFTY supply demand zone chain. First, let's start with NIFTY, starting from monthly time frame. I'm generating monthly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. This is NIFTY's monthly supply demand zone chain. Always look into the zone column to find high liquidity zones. And also look into the pierced column. The zone should not be pierced. If a zone is pierced, it's not valid. And always look into the trend in the LTF trend, because your entry, the selected time frame is monthly. That means that is nothing but a monthly trend. This is the way you can understand the remaining reports, and remaining all the columns you can also easily understand. Okay, next. And also remember, you should pause the video before proceed to the next report. Okay, I'm going back. Changing the time frame to weekly. I'm generating weekly supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Okay, the next time frame is daily. I'm generating daily supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Okay, the next time frame is 125 minutes. I'm generating 125 minute supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 75 minutes. I'm generating 75 minute supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 25 minutes. I'm generating 25 minute supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 15 minutes. I'm generating 15 minute supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. The next time frame is 5 minutes. Generating 5 minute supply demand zone chain for NIFTY. Okay, this is about NIFTY supply demand zone chain. Next we will generate BANKNIFTY. That is nothing but Nifty Bank. Let's start with monthly time frame, generating monthly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next time frame is weekly, generating weekly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is daily, generating daily supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 125 minutes, generating 125 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 75 minutes, generating 75 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. The next time frame is 25 minutes, generating 25 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next time frame is 15 minutes, generating 15 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. And the last time frame is 5 minutes, generating 5 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. So this is about Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain. Next reports are about bullish and bearish trade setups. Let's start with monthly income trade bullish trade setup. For monthly income trade, entry time frame is daily. For bullish trade setup, entry zone should be demand zone. And also in bullish or bearish trade setup, at a daily time frame, that is entry time frame daily, I am selecting bullish. And this daily demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, at a daily time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. And zone achievement, violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhancer score is 12, and all the three filters are applied to daily demand zone. Let's verify. All these are all bullish trade setups currently supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, that is entry time frame daily. I am scrolling the list down. So total 24 stocks are filtered. All these 24 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, that is entry time frame daily. Some of these stocks might be supporting a high probability setup. So for that, let us look for LTF and ITF confluence. That means daily zone should have weekly zone confluence. What is the meaning of confluence? Daily zone is part of the weekly zone or overlapped with the weekly zone. So in the demand zone confluence, I am enabling the filter daily demand zone with the weekly demand zone confluence. Now let's filter. Now the list is come down to total 18 stocks. So 18 stocks are filtered. Scrolling the list down. All these 18 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, and also the entries on daily zone is having confluence with weekly zone. That means daily zone is part of the weekly demand zone. And the weekly demand zone trend is, the weekly time frame trend is uptrend because it is bullish trade setup. Weekly is nothing but ITF. Because a daily zone is part of weekly zone and trend is up, if weekly zones are having weekly EMA confluence, they are high probability setups. So let us look for EMA confluence on the weekly time frame. So weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence. I enable the filter. Let's verify. Now 12 stocks are filtered. From the 17, 12 stocks are having even EMA confluence. All these 12 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, and the daily zone, that is entry time frame zone, is part of the ITF zone, that is weekly zone, and weekly trend is up, and those weekly zones are also having weekly EMA confluence for all these 12 stocks. So it's a high probability setup. Okay, fine. Next, let us look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. That means daily zone should be part of the weekly, daily and weekly together again part of the monthly zone. That is what LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. First I need to remove this EMA filter. Earlier we got 17 stocks for LTF and ITF confluence, right? Yeah, we got 17 stocks. From these 17, how many supports even HTF confluence? So in the demand zone confluence, already we enabled daily demand zone with weekly demand zone confluence. Two more filters we need to add. Daily demand zone with monthly demand zone confluence, and also weekly demand zone with monthly demand zone confluence. That is what LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence. From the 17, how many will filter? 5 stocks. All these 5 stocks are filtered from the 17. 17 means they have only LTF and ITF confluence. Now these 5 stocks, even HTF confluence is also there, LTF, ITF, HTF. Okay, now these 5 stocks are part of the monthly zone. That means daily zone is part of weekly, daily and weekly together again part of the monthly zone. And because the monthly trend is uptrend, if they are having monthly EMA confluence, high probability setup. Let us look for EMA confluence. In monthly time frame, monthly demand zone with monthly EMA confluence. I enabled the filter. Let's verify. So from 5, 3 stocks are having even monthly EMA confluence. They are LTF, ITF, HTF confluence, and monthly zone is having monthly EMA confluence. It's a high probability setups. These 3 stocks. Okay, now let's look for bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. So entry time frame is a daily. Entry zone should be supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup daily, I am selecting bearish. These daily supply zones should not be pierced. So in the pierced count daily time frame, minimum value I am setting 0, maximum value 0. That means zone is not pierced. Zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum odd and enhancer score is 12. Now let's filter. No stocks. Currently none of the stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. Okay, next let us look for bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. So entry time frame 75 minutes, entry zone, demand zone, bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes, entry time frame I am selecting bullish, and 75 minutes demand zone, that is our entry demand zone, should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd and enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 75 minutes demand zone. Let's verify. 14 stocks are filtered. That means all these 14 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade, that is entry time frame 75 minutes. So next, out of these 14, how many stocks are having even more better probability? For that, let us look for ITF confluence. That means 75 minute zone is part of the daily zone. Daily time frame is ITF. So in the demand zone confluence, 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone confluence filter I enabled. Now let me verify. Now 10 stocks are filtered. All these 10 stocks are having LTF and ITF demand zone confluence. That means 75 minutes demand zone, LTF zone is part of the daily zone. And the daily trend is uptrend. In bullish trade setup, always daily trend should be uptrend. So because the trend is uptrend, how many of these stocks are having daily EMA confluence? Let's verify. That is even more high probability. So in the EMA confluence, daily time frame, daily demand zone with the daily EMA confluence. I enable the filter. 7 stocks are filtered. All these 7 stocks currently supporting high probability setup. 75-minute zone is part of daily zone and daily trend is up, and also these daily zones are having daily EMA confluence. Okay, next let us look for next combination LTF, ITF and HTF confluence, demand zone confluence. So I am removing the EMA filter. Already we enabled LTF and ITF confluence earlier. That is daily demand, 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone is already enabled. Next 75 minutes demand zone, weekly demand zone I am enabling, and daily demand zone with weekly demand zone I am enabling. With all the 3 filters, we can get LTF, ITF, HTF confluence supported stocks. 2 stocks are filtered. That means these 2 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade, that is entry time frame 75 minutes, and the 75 minute zones are part of the daily zones and daily trend is up, and also the daily zones are having daily EMA confluence. I mean, this is LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Sorry for my mistake. 75 minute zone is part of a daily zone. 75 and daily together again part of the weekly zone. And the weekly trend is up. And also having weekly zones are having weekly EMA confluence. These zones are 75, but they are part of the weekly zones. Okay, it's a these 2 stocks are high probability setup in LTF, ITF, HTF confluence combination. Okay, next let us look for bearish trade setup for a weekly income trade. Entry time frame should be 7. Earlier we have seen demand, bullish. Entry time frame is 75 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes time frame, I am selecting bearish. The 75 minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 75 minute supply zone. Now let's verify. We got 3 stocks. These 3 stocks, first one is indices, not listed in F&O. Only second and third are you can trade. Okay, now how many of these stocks are having ITF confluence? Only 3 stocks we got. Let us verify. 75 minute supply zone is part of daily supply zone. Anything is supported, we need to filter. So in the supply zone confluence, I am enabling the filter 75 minute supply zone with daily supply zone. Now let's verify. 2 stocks. Both the stocks are having ITF confluence. That means 75 minute supply zone is part of the daily supply zone, and daily trend is downtrend because it is bearish trade setup. If these daily supply zones are having any EMA confluence, it is even more high probability setup. So in the EMA confluence at a daily time frame, I am checking, I am enabling the filter daily demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Sorry, daily supply zone, not demand zone. Daily supply zone with daily EMA confluence filter I enabled, and both the stocks are filtered. That means both the stocks are high, even more high probability they are supporting. Okay, next let us look for bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Daily income trade entry time frame is 15 minutes. Entry zone for bullish trade setup is demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes time frame, I am selecting bullish. The 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 15 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score should be 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 15 minutes demand zone. Only 4 stocks are filtered. These 4 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for daily income trade, that is entry time frame 15 minutes. Out of these 4, how many are having ITF confluence? That means 15 minutes demand zone should be part of the 75 minutes demand zone. Let's verify. in the demand zone confluence. In the demand zone confluence, 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone, I am enabling the filter. Let's verify. 2 stocks. Earlier 4 stocks we got, right? 4 or 5. In that these 2 stocks, ITF zones are part of the, LTF zone is part of the ITF zone. That means 15 minute zone is part of the 75 minutes demand zone. And the 75 minutes demand zone trend is up. If they are having daily EMA confluence, it's a high probability setup. Let me verify. In the EMA confluence, 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Only one stock is having EMA confluence. It's a high probability setup. Now let's look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Removing EMA filter. Without EMA, earlier we got 2 stocks, right? Yeah. In these 2, any HTF, LTF, or HTF confluence is there? Let us check. So in the demand zone confluence, already we enabled 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone. Now I am adding the additional filters. 15 minutes demand zone with the daily demand zone confluence, and also 75 minutes demand zone with the daily demand zone confluence. So let me verify. Oh, both the stocks are supporting even HTF confluence. That means 15 minute zone is part of 75 minute zone. Again, both 15 minutes and 75 together again part of the daily zone. And both the stocks daily trend is up. If EMA confluence is also there, daily EMA confluence, it's even more high probability setup. So in the EMA confluence, daily time frame, daily demand zone with the daily EMA confluence. Let's filter. The same IPCL apps. Both 75 and daily EMA confluence is there. And also it is a high liquidity zone. Okay, next let us look for bearish trade setup for daily income trade. That is entry time frame 15 minutes. Entry zone should be supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes time frame, I am selecting bearish. The 15 minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced column, pierced count, 15 minutes minimum value I am setting 0. Maximum value 0, that means zone is not pierced. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhanced score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 15 minute supply zone. Let's filter. So we got 16 stocks are filtered. This includes NIFTY Bank. Scrolling the list down. So total 16 stocks. Let's verify out of these 16 how many are having ITF supply zone confluence. That means 15 minute supply zone should have confluence with 75 minute supply zone. That means 15 minute supply zone is part of 75 minute supply zone. Let's verify. In the supply zone confluence, 15 minute supply zone with this is the filter. 15 minute supply 15 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone filter I am enabling. Let's verify. 12 stocks. All these 12 stocks are having a ITF confluence. That means 15 minute zone is part of 75 minute zone, supply zone. Now, because 15 minute supply zone is part of 75, if those 75 minutes trend is downtrend, and if any of them are having a EMA confluence, it is a high probability setup. That is 75 minute supply zone is having daily EMA confluence. So in the EMA confluence at 75 minutes time frame, I am looking for 75 minutes supply zone with daily EMA confluence. Let me check. 4 stocks are having a confluence, ITF confluence, and also EMA confluence. So these are the high probability setups. Okay, next let us look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. Without EMA, earlier how many we got? Only LTF and ITF confluence we got 12. Now let's verify out of 12 how many are having even HTF supply zone confluence. Already we enabled 15 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone. Next filter I am enabling 15 minute supply zone with daily supply zone, and also 75 minute supply zone with daily supply zone with all the 3 parameters. Let's filter. 4 stocks are filtered. EMA confluence, daily EMA confluence, no need to check because all the 4 are having sideways trend at HTF time frame. So that's why looking for HTF EMA confluence doesn't add any additional advantage. Okay, next about hourly income trade, bullish trade setup. Entry time frame is 5 minutes, entry zone is demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup, at 5 minutes I am selecting bullish, and 5 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, at 5 minutes time frame I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhanced score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 5 minutes demand zone. 6 stocks are filtered. These 6 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade, that is entry time frame 5 minutes. Let's check out of these 6 how many are having ITF confluence. That means 5 minutes demand zone should be part of the 15 minutes demand zone. So let's go back and let us add the filter demand zone confluence. That is a 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone confluence. Let's verify. 3 stocks are filtered. Let's check out of 3 any are having any of these 15 minute zones are having daily EMA confluence. In the EMA confluence at 15 minutes time frame I am verifying 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. Oh, 1 stock is filtered. It's a high probability setup. Okay, now let's look for LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. I'm removing EMA filter. Without EMA, only ITF and ITF and LTF confluence, we got 3 stocks. Now out of 3, how many are having HTF confluence? So in the demand zone confluence, we need to add 2 more filters. Already we added 1 filter, 5 minutes with 15 minutes. 2 more filters we need to add. 5 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone confluence, and also 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone confluence. With all the 3 filters, we got only 1 stock. That is LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. That means 5 minute zone is part of 15 minutes. And 5 minutes and 15 together again part of the 75 minutes demand zone. And 75 minutes trend is uptrend. If this stock is having 75 minutes demand zone is having daily EMA confluence, it is even more high probability. Let's verify if it supports EMA confluence. At 75 minutes, this is the HTF zone is having daily EMA confluence. No, it is not having any EMA confluence. Fine. Next, let us look for bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. That is entry time frame is 5 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes, I am selecting bearish. The 5 minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 5 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhanced score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 5 minute supply zone. 8 stocks are filtered. All these 8 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. That is entry time frame 5 minutes. To verify the stocks having better probability, let us look for LTF and ITF demand zone confluence. That is 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone confluence. Sorry, supply zone confluence. Because earlier whatever we got, that is bearish trade setup. Entry time frame supply, always look into the search strategy. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup, 5 minutes we selected bearish. So these are 8 stocks are bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. So we need to look for ITF supply zone confluence. That means 5 minute supply zone with 15 minute supply zone confluence. So I am enabling the filter 5 minute supply zone with 15 minute supply zone. Let's verify. All the 7 stocks are having a ITF confluence. So that means all these 5 minute supply zones are part of the 15 minute supply zone. And if 15 minutes trend is a downtrend, if any of these 15 minute supply zones are having daily EMA confluence, it's a high probability setup. So in the EMA confluence, 15 minutes time frame, I am checking 15 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. Let's verify. 3 stocks are having. In these 3 stocks, 15 minute supply zones are having daily EMA confluence. Now let us verify next LTF, ITF, HTF supply zone confluence. First I need to remove this EMA filter. Now we have only LTF, ITF confluence. Earlier how many filtered? 7. Out of 7 we should look for even HTF confluence. How many will filter? So in the supply zone confluence, already we enabled 5 minute supply zone with 15 minute supply zone. I am adding the new filter 5 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone confluence, and also 15 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone confluence. That is LTF, ITF and HTF confluence, supply zone confluence. We got 5 stocks. Out of 7, 5 stocks are filtered. That means in all these 5 stocks, 5 minute supply zone is part of the 15 minute supply zone, and both 5 minutes and 15 minute supply zone again part of the 75 minute supply zone. Except first and second stocks, remaining last 3 stocks are having downtrend. If last 3 stocks, any daily EMA confluence is there, the 75 minute supply zones, it's a high probability setup. So in the EMA confluence, at 75 minutes time frame, 75 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. I am enabled this filter. Let's verify. 2 stocks are filtered. And first one is indices, second Wipro is having, even 75 minute zone is having daily EMA confluence. And moreover, this entry time frame 5 minutes zone is supply zone is part of the 15 minute supply zone. Both together again part of the 75 minute supply zone. And this 5 minutes entry zone is a high liquidity zone. Okay, this is about bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. Finally, in the last report, let us generate a stop buffers based on daily ATR. So all these are all daily ATRs and the respective percentages. And always remember, first 17 in this list are indices. That includes sectorial indices. Remaining all are the equity stocks. But the stocks are filtered from based on the F&O listed companies. Okay, I am scrolling the list down. Whichever the stock you want to refer, there you please pause the video. I am scrolling the list down. This is the end of the report. I hope this information will be useful to you for your further study and analysis. Let's meet again in our next video. Thank you.